Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of TK's Parking Lot Picks. It is September 14th. It is a Monday. We are rolling along here in baseball. Coming down the stretch now. We only got about half of this month till we get to the postseason. So teams are going to start to try to hit their stretch run to get ready to make the postseason. We got 7 games on the slate today. 3 games are only going to be 7 innings, so we're going to have to look out for those. Try to avoid our hitting stacks in those games because of the lost at bat that you typically get in the later innings. It's only a few times where you can get a smash spot for hitting, even though there's only 7 innings in the game. Those games are Pitt, Cincinnati, Oakland, Seattle, and St. Louis and Milwaukee, each playing the first game of their doubleheader. So we will miss those games. We won't miss those games, but we will miss out on some opportunities for hitting in those games. But talk about pitching real quick. We got Trevor Bauer, 10-8, 6 total. He is starting versus Pittsburgh in that first 7-inning game. Minus 250 favorite. Last time out, he went 7 2/3, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 10 Ks versus the Chicago Cubs. Really tore it up. He is a high K number guy. Last time he faced Pittsburgh, he went 6 innings, had 7 Ks, gave up a run, but kind of ran into some trouble, but got out of it. Bauer's really pitching well. This is going to be in Cincinnati, so this is going to be a short park, so he can give up some homers at times. But, like I said, only a 7-inning game. A complete game shutout is definitely in the question here. I don't know if DraftKings is going to give out complete game shutouts for 7-inning games. They might. I haven't really faced this kind of dilemma yet in for DraftKings because typically they leave these games off the slate, but they have chose not to today. So we're going to get our first look, at least my first look, into what to do with these games. But Bauer, real threat to go all 7 innings and really get all the upside that he possibly can. Going to be a cash lock for me. Next up, we have Clayton Kershaw versus the Padres, 10-4, 8 total, minus 110 favorite, facing Lamet on the other side. Last time out, Kershaw was not sharp. After I talked him up in the last video that I did, he went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and only 3 Ks. He's going to get the Padres team that's got a lot of firepower in it, a lot of good batters in this lineup. But he does have some lefties he can take advantage of. I could understand this in GPPs, but in a spot where we got a couple of guys only pitching 7-inning games, I'm probably going to be leaning towards Bauer in cash and then Kershaw for GPPs. I don't mind Jose Berrios at 9,300, 9 total, minus 130 favorite versus the White Sox. Yes, the White Sox have been really good, but Berrios is pitching really well this year. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 8 Ks versus St. Louis. And then the time before that, he pitched against the White Sox. He went 6 innings, gave up 1 run on 2 walks and 8 Ks again. So he's really keeping it steady and consistent this year, which is what I like versus Berrios. The White Sox do not have a lot of good threatening lefties, which is what Berrios struggles with. So going to be putting out a lot of righties. On that slider going away is going to be really dangerous today. I like Berrios a lot for GBPs, more so than Kershaw. Next up, we got Lamet in that same game versus Kershaw, 9,100, 8 total versus the Dodgers. Last time out, he crushed it. 7 2/3, 6 hits given up, but he had 11 Ks versus the Rockies. Looked really good today. That day, Lamet could be sneaky, but the last time he faced the Dodgers, he went 5 2/3 with the hit, 2 hits, giving up 1 run, 2 Ks. Didn't make it past 85 pitches before he got pulled. Lamet is kind of inconsistent like that, but his upside is huge, and at 9,100, he could really break a slate with his upside if he does start to get to these Dodgers bats. But the bats for the Dodgers been really good, so I'm leaning Bauer, Berrios right now as my 2 favorites in the stud range. And then my punt today is Marco Gonzalez. All in on my boy Marco. 7K, he's pitching unbelievable. I didn't see a total in this game. I assume it's because of and I had a feeling this was the second game of the doubleheader, and that there was no total because of, this is the first game of the doubleheader. Sorry. Yeah, so this is another 7-inning game. Marco Gonzalez last time out went 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs with 7 Ks. So another guy that's got a threat to go. And the time before that, he had a complete game shutout. So Marco Gonzalez is a real threat, just like Trevor Bauer, to go all 7 innings and get all that upside that you want. Bauer, Marco Gonzalez going to be my cash options for pitching today. Hitting, it's going to be really hard actually to find some hitting stacks that I like. Marlins and Phillies is a game I have on my radar. I really like the Marlins versus Velasquez. Velasquez is a career joke as a pitcher for the Phillies. I'm surprised he's still up. But yeah, I like the Marlins going up against Velasquez. Phillies versus Lopez, I don't mind. Last time Pablo Lopez was out there, the opposing team scored 29 runs that day. So you could honestly go to the Phillies in this spot too. I like that game a lot. It was only 8.5 total, but I think that's a low total considering the matchup for pitching. Probably the chalk hitting of the day, which is going to be Atlanta and Baltimore. Atlanta probably the chalk hitters of the day. Jorge Lopez for Baltimore, not good. And the Braves have been really crushing the ball. They scored 29 runs a couple days ago, so they're on fire. Give me the Baltimore Orioles versus Tucson as well. Probably the GPP side of this game. I don't mind. Tucson's not really going to pitch that far into the game, and Baltimore has some decent bats. Mountcastle's been hitting pretty well. Alberto, Jose Iglesias. So you can really get some cheap bats for Baltimore. And I don't mind the Twins versus Dylan Cease. Cease is a contact pitcher. He's not going to strike you out a lot, and the Twins are going to start to make their run, try to beat the White Sox out for the division, as the Indians have just plummeted in their race. So I really like the Twins tonight. I think Cease is due for a clunker. So I'm going to be looking at the Twins and the GPPs. So that'll wrap it up. Just a nice short, quick video. Nice short 7-game slate. We got Monday Night Football tonight. Be sure to catch Gator Guys cash recap from this Sunday. We absolutely crushed it in NFL this past weekend for NFL. Just green screens everywhere. The subs absolutely were showing the love in the Discord chat. It was really bouncing, and I'm really happy to be giving you guys these videos, and hopefully we can win some baseball games today. All right, take it easy.